I am embarrassed to admit the following about the workup for my daughter's genetic disorder. So, when she was just over the age of 2, she had had a few medical issues, but her main being a distended stomach and significant loose stools, chronic since basically a newborn phase of 8 to 12 loose stools a day. And we were at our second visit with the GI provider, and Olivia had elevated LFTs, liver function tests. And the GI provider said, looking at several of the things that were going on, along with her facial features, said, well, why don't we get a genetics consult in there? And me, naive, silly, whatever level I was on at that time, thought, great. That will help figure out maybe she has some sort of food intolerance. Yeah, that genetics test will tell us that she's allergic to tomatoes or dairy or gluten or something, and we'll be able to fix this. I had no idea that genetic disorders like this even existed. A few weeks later, Olivia was diagnosed with Sanfilippo syndrome, which is mucopolysaccharidosis, or MPS, type 3. She's lacking an enzyme that breaks down a toxic waste. This genetic disorder was inherited from my husband and I, and it's terminal, and there's no cure. So I went from thinking, genetics consult, that sounds like that'll lead us to something that'll fix her. When in reality, it answered all of our questions about what was going on, but it was the furthest thing that I was expecting to